We begin with this morning's top story, the situation in Baltimore. The 6 police officers facing felony charges in the death of Freddie Gray almost 3 weeks ago, including 1 count of murder, turned themselves in at the city jail on Friday. They were later released on bond. Baltimore's top prosecutor says all the evidence, including an autopsy, supports the criminal charges.
Last night, there were 38 protest-related arrests and 15 curfew violation arrests. The curfew remains in effect. And a massive gathering is planned for today, which is now being called a victory rally after the charges against the police officers. Let's get the latest on this now from Mark Albert in Washington. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. We are here outside of Baltimore City Hall, and this is the park that will host that rally that you just mentioned after a 3-mile march from Freddie Gray's home. It was right across the street from here. The prosecutors surprised the city yesterday, issuing warrants for the arrest of the 6 officers and telling them, that police had turned over their investigation just 1 day before.
To the people of Baltimore and the demonstrators across America, I heard your call for no
Baltimore
justice,
State's Attorney
no
Marilyn
peace.
Mosby, herself the daughter of police officers and in office only 4 months, acted decisively after meeting the family of Freddie Gray.
I assured his family that no one is above the law and that I would pursue justice on their behalf.
On Friday, Mosby charged 6 officers with at least 3 counts each and declared her city's cops illegally arrested Gray on April 12th. Mosby alleged the officers ignored Gray's pleas for help at least 5 times and put him on his stomach head first into a police van for the ride to the police station without a seatbelt on. Gray suffered a severe spinal injury and died after a week in a coma. Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake praised the vast majority of the city's officers, but then delivered this warning.
To those of you who wish to engage in brutality, misconduct, racism, and corruption, let me be clear. There is no place in the Baltimore City Police Department for you.
Baltimore residents took to the streets in jubilation after the surprise announcement, with police and riot gear standing calmly nearby. Freddie Gray's stepfather, Richard Shipley, asked for continued peace.
Because this city needs to get back to work. The last thing that Freddie would want is to see the hard-working people of Baltimore lose their jobs and businesses.
Meanwhile, the Baltimore Police Union said their officers were the victims of an egregious rush to judgment, and they demanded an independent prosecutor.
No officer injured Mr. Gray, caused harm to Mr. Gray, and they are truly saddened by his death. These officers did nothing wrong.
President Obama spoke from the White House.
What I think the people of Baltimore want more than anything else is the truth. That's what people around the country expect.
Baltimore's top prosecutor was asked what needs to happen to make sure that this incident does not happen again. Her answer, quote, accountability. You're getting it today. An overnight curfew, though, remains in effect, and the National Guard is still on watch. Benita?
Mark Albert in Baltimore this morning. Thank you.